Hello, race fans, and welcome to Off Camber TV's coverage of the Northwest Truck Series, sponsored by Walls Beard Co., Sarge's Place, Volt Vapes, The Hungry Dragon, and Sasquatch Crossing. Tonight, race number 6 of the series comes to one of the most brutal tracks on the schedule, as these drivers will not only battle each other on the track, they will also have to battle with one of the most feared names in all of NASCAR, Miles the Monster, here at the Dover International Speedway for the running of the Sim Stuff 150. We're scheduled for 150 laps around this mile-long concrete jungle, which is known to tear these race trucks up like an obese person at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Last week, we saw our first non-Walls victor as Sean Breisman held off a hard-charging Mark Walls to claim his first victory of the season at Charlotte. With some great runs out of Andrew Williams and Dee Palmer last week, will we see another different winner here tonight? Or I can already exit out that next sentence because Mark Walls is not racing tonight. Big drama here unfolding as the qualifying session comes to an end here. As always, joining me in the booth is Katie Reed and Tony Knuckles. How y'all guys doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm excited. I don't know, Tony. I think Tony decided to take a small break, but yeah, I'm excited to get this going. If it's true, Mark Walls is not racing, this is going to be a hell of a race because he's obviously leading in points with 4 wins out of the 5 races that have been held so far, and he's got a 34-point lead over Wayne Hutchinson right now. So I mean, it's a decent lead, but it's not locked in by far. So this is getting really interesting.
Yeah, not sure what's going on with Mr. Walls there. I'm actually in the exact same town as he is in. I'm about 2 miles away from where he lives, and my internet's working fine, so I don't know if that's playing a part or not, but yeah, this will be interesting. Now we got all kinds of dark horses we can look at. We can look at the 24, Jeff Stabnow, who's making improvements weekly. We got Ryan Maines, who's shown steady improvements since this series began. Yeah, it's completely wide open now. This is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, Chad Barker. Chad Barker's very quick at this racetrack. He qualified in 3rd, practiced in 1st, so he has really quick times, and I'm wondering if it's finally his moment to break through this season, because to be perfectly honest, Chad Barker unfortunately has had some really rotten luck. Hoping that can get a little bit better, especially coming to this racetrack with, again, Mark Walls out.
Yeah, he's pretty much been Martin Truex Jr. since 2016 this year. Just big string of bad luck. Right now, we're looking at the top 5 in qualifying, though. Last week's winner, Sean Breisman, on pole with the only lap between practice and qualifying to hit sub 22 seconds, 21.966. Drew Lalonde in the 31s in 2nd, not even a 10th behind him with a 22.044. Chad Barker, as you said, Katie, qualified in 3rd. Wayne Hutchinson's looking like he's going to qualify in 4th. And the 28 of William Fletcher looks like he's going to be rounding out your top 5 here as qualifying is winding down. We got about 45 more seconds. 2 trucks still to qualify, the 91 of Scott Hutchinson and the 4 of Brian Barnes.
Yeah, and
to be fair, we normally don't see Scott Hutchinson qualify. I just want to point that out real quick.
Yeah, and I was going to say the same thing about Brian Barnes. That's kind of his MO, is he doesn't qualify. He likes to come from the back, and he's wicked fast. I mean, eventually one of these times he's going to put a run together, and maybe tonight's the night. And yes, I did say wicked fast. Congratulations, New England Patriots.
And moving on from that,
you have no idea how much that hurt to say.
Yeah, it'll hurt. William Fletcher, he actually practiced in 10th and jumped up to 5th position in qualifying. So, big shout out to him, and of course to Gary Nichols. Practiced 19th, qualified 9th, so jumped 10 spots during qualifying. Really great to see from Gary. And as they start to grid, I also want to give another shout out to Nathan Little. Nathan Little, recently new to the series. I think this is about his 3rd race, so he's still doing a really good job. He qualified in 14th. Do want to give another shout out to Robert Decker. This is his 1st race of the season. Didn't get a great qualifying effort in there, but we'll see how he gets to racing. We'll keep an eye on him throughout that race.
All right, guys, what's your over under? How many cautions we looking at here? Got 150 laps. I'm predicting we're going to run about 60 caution laps in this one.
I'm gonna be very conservative, so I'll just wait and see.
All right. Well, here we go. Here's your starting grid for the Sim Stuff 150 here at Dover. We got Sean Breisman in the 46 Walls Beard Co. sponsored truck here. Qualifying on the pole, Drew Lalonde in a 31 Sim Stuff race sponsored truck there in second. Chad Barker third and Wayne Hutchison in fourth. Row 3 will consist of William Fletcher and Jeff Stabnow. Gary LaViolette and Dee Palmer in row 4. And 9th and 10th will be Gary Nichols and Dan Stussy. Ryan Maines qualified in 11th. Andrew Williams in 12th. Carl Burke in 13th. 14th went to Nathan Little. John Ottenbacher in 15th. Trenton Barrington 16th. Andy Vogt in 17th. Scott Kukas 18th. Robert Decker 19th. And Kip Leo rounds out your top 20. Then you have the 13, Nicholas Bishop in 21st. And I believe Brian Barnes and Scott Hutchison will round out your field in 22nd and 23rd.
All right, well, it's an all dog bear top 4 anyways. I can't remember, is William Fletcher dog bear as well?
He's Atlas Finishers.
Okay. And then we got Jeff Stabnow. So those first 2 rows all teammates.
Oh, we already have contact in the back between the 2 and 85 Scott Kukas. And 16 involved, as well as the 4. Big checkup on the outside line. Pace car is off. John Breisman has control of the field. Working the field out of turn 4 here. And green flag is out in the air. We are underway here at Dover.
And we've got Brian Barnes coming into the pits already.
Yeah, Kip Leo's already there. Make sure to catch you guys up on that real quick.
And Breisman out to a pretty decent lead behind him, battling for second to 18 of Chad Bark on the inside of Drew Lalonde. Lalonde holding it up here. And the number 1 slowly crawling into the picture there. Breisman's going to lead the first lap here for the Sim Stuff 150. Everybody else is pretty much single file back behind him.
Yeah, they are nose to tail all the way back to just behind Trenton Barrington there. I think that's the 089 of John Ottenbacher.
That's not surprising at all. You'll notice on Trenton Barrington's truck, he's got some heavy damage in the back there. That is from that initial start when people got into the back of each other. So want to highlight that. Andrew Williams, unfortunately, he's in 20th position right now after qualifying 12th. So he lost a lot from that big stack up that we had before that restart.
And
yeah, it looks like Brian Barnes has already gone 2 laps down here. The reason why we had a big stack up is because pace speed around here is only about 40 mile an hour. A lot of guys were expecting a little bit faster, and the outside line just accordion effect right there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm keeping an eye right now on Jeff Stabnow in the 24, the 68 of Gary LaViolette back behind him. Just trying to size him up into turn 3, but could not get there. Had to pull off the gas a little bit. I got to go down the front stretch here, across the finish line, see if Gary can get back to it.
And I'm not sure if Scott Hutchinson was involved in that at all, but Trenton Barrington has really opened up the gap on him back here in about 17th position.
Ooh, looks like the 8 of Gary Nichols having some trouble right now. Almost hit the wall there as the 17 of Ryan Maines trying to pass him on the inside. Let's see if Gary can come back now as the 17 gets that run through the corner. They can't get there. Back behind him, that is 42 of Nathan Little. Remember, he is a newcomer to this series, so keep an eye on him. He's had some decent finishes, some top 10s through his first 3 starts, so doing a really good job. Let's see if he can get another one.
Pretty soon here, we're going to have a battle for the lead. Drew Lalonde has been making it through 3 and 4 a lot better than the leader, Sean Breisman, right now. But Breisman's still out front. Lalonde under fire from the 18 from behind him. Chad Barker looked like he had a good run there, but not going to be able to get there. And Wayne Hutchison, those top 4 have pulled away to over 1.5 second gap between 4th and 5th.
Tell you what, Wayne Hutchinson, he dives into these corners. You can watch him in that one truck. Watch him in relation to that 18 of Chad Barker. The one just dives into these corners and tries to slide off to gain some time. And sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Look at that dive, the car all the way down to the bottom, almost to the apron. He dives that car and doing a good job, but trying to catch up to the 18. The 18 losing a little bit of time to the 31 of Drew Lalonde. Reminder, these are all teammates from Dog Bear Racing.
Yeah, the first non-Dog Bear is the 28, William Fletcher. Got D. Palmer trying to hunt him down as we have the 24 passing underneath the 4, as well as the 68 back here. That is not for position. The 4 is multiple laps down.
Yeah, we have highlighted how the 4 lost full laps because of that bad start at the front, but hopefully he can make some of that up. He can just hang on because he is currently in the lucky dog position, Brian Barnes is, so you just got to hang on there. And in front of him, the 24 is still battling with the 68. Ooh, it's the 68. Goes onto the apron a little bit. That'll be dangerous. See him in that drift. Catches that car. A really good catch by him. Trying to drive that truck as fast as he can. Just got a little loose there.
There is a blown up number 2 truck on pit road. Trenton Barrington, big problems for that number 2 Dog Bear entry as well.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be tough because now he's going to lose a lot of laps here. Remember, Dover is a relatively short track. He's coasting, just reaching his pit. He's going to use that quick repair, see if he can get back out, but he's still going to lose a couple laps.
Yeah, and I'll tell you,
front, we got a couple battles going on. Trying to get past that 16 of Kip Leo.
Yeah, that 2 just lost it coming out of turn 2, and immediately when he hit the wall, the engine grenaded instantaneously. So he's going to have to use one of his fast repairs, and he is back out underway onto the pit road here.
Oh, the 68 guy is spinning on the front stretch. Going to come back up in front of these cars. The trucks get by cleanly. Gary Nichols was in the front there trying to dodge him. Looks like everybody can stay out of that wreck. So that was a 1-car wreck. Really well done by these drivers. Coming out of lap 14.
Big heads up from the 68 to go ahead and throw in reverse and try to get out of the racing group there. Good call from Gary LaViolette there. Tough luck before the spin, though.
Yeah, they went 3 wide exiting that turn, and Gary LaViolette was just trying to keep it low and accidentally kept it too low and clipped the apron just a little bit, and that really upset the car. The truck, sorry.
Yeah, I've been calling it a car, too. It's out of habit. And actually, I believe this is correct. Scott Kukas actually got a lap. So unfortunately, Brian Barnes was not in position for the lucky dog. Looks like that'll be Scott Kukas possibly, but it looks like Kukas might come in on this first try. If he does, he will not qualify for that start. There we go. He's going to stay out. I think he noticed he was in position for that.
And all of the leaders coming down pit road being led by Sean Breitzman. Pretty decent gap between the 31 and 18 coming down the pit lane here. All the top 5 will be occupying the first 5 pit stalls at the end of pit road.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Got to follow all the way down pit lane.
This is such a strange track because coming down pit road, it's like Bristol, but when you're out there, you're going so much faster. It's just, yeah, I would definitely get a speeding penalty or 2.
Oh, yeah. There he goes, 46-1, race off pit road. You got 18-1 into 28-23.
Yeah, pretty decent race off pit lane there. Between a couple of cars coming outside by side. Scott Kukas did get the lucky dog there, so he is now back on the lead lap. I want to catch you guys up on a few drivers back behind there. Brian Barnes will stay out. He'll get the wave around, and that will make him 1 lap down. Trent Barrington, he will do the same thing. He is currently 3 laps down. Will go down to 2. Kip Leo, he unfortunately is coming in right now. He is 3 laps down, and that will make him 4 laps down once the leaders pass him. And Brian Barnes actually decided to come in, so I take that back. Brian Barnes will go 2 laps down. Looks like Trenton Barrington and the 91. Interesting. The 91 of Scott Hutchinson is staying out. Scott Hutchinson is our leader. Apologies, I did not notice that. He is actually our leader.
Yeah, and I'm sure Trenton Barrington is. I don't know that he realized that. I'm sure he was really hoping to get a wave around there.
Oh man, well this is gonna be interesting because Hutchinson will have 15 lap older tires on his truck over everyone else in the field. Literally everyone else pit.
And this is a concrete surface. This track eats tires alive.
Yes, indeed. What an
So,
interesting call.
yeah, 91 is definitely going to be a sitting duck here. He was already running around in the back of the pack to begin with. I think the highest we've seen him was
I wonder
17th or
if
18th.
yeah, I wonder if he's banking on a couple of laps to get in here and then everyone coming down pit lane again. But that's a really hard gamble. But we'll see. Oh
There he
no,
is.
there he goes. Holy
Strategy
cow.
is to take a tow.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't know what just happened.
He's gone.
Exit stage right.
Okay, maybe he just wanted to lead a lap because he just led 2 laps and disconnected. So, Scott Hutchinson, the second leader of the race, is officially out of the race.
And we're stacking them up 2 by 2 behind the pace car here. Lights are off of that Ford Mustang pace car.
I think the Illuminati's involved.
Well, we'll have to see here.
We're gonna have to have
Catching you
some
guys
context
up
for
on
that one,
the top 5 real quick. It's the 46 of Sean Brightsman, the 31 of Drew Lalonde, the 18 of Chad Parker, the 1 of Wayne Hutchinson, and the 23 of D. Palmer, making the top 5, the complete top 5, all Dog Bear Racing.
And make that the top 6. First
Yeah,
non-dog
true.
bear will be Ryan Maines in that, I'm going the wrong way. Wild Mind entry. A lot of race sponsors sitting in 2nd and 6th with Lalonde and Stab now. Pace car is off. Don Brightsman, still your leader here. And he is gone. Green flag is back out.
Green flag, green flag.
Really nice restart by Sean Brightsman there. The 31 trying to get clear of the 18. He was clear for a moment, but not in time to get down in front of him. That 18-31 going to go side by side for second here. See if the 18 can get that drive off. He cannot. The 31's going to keep it on the outside as they go into turn 3.
Yellow.
Oh, big
Caution.
red.
What's going on up
68,
there, bud?
68 of Gary LaViolette.
Oh, no.
Spinning again. Oh, good night. He smacked the hell out of the 13 of Nicholas Bishop. My goodness. The 85 of Scott Kook is involved. The 2 of Trenton Barrington involved. I think everyone else missed. Oh my goodness. Dan Sushi, how did you get by that?
Yeah, that was
Holy. Wow.
that was major contact with the 13. Nicholas Bishop was back there minding his own beeswax, and I mean he got smushed.
Oh,
Yeah.
he certainly
You can say
did.
that. Well, the good news for the 13, he does have a quick repair, so he'll use that this time. No doubt, the 85 got a little bit of damage there, so he'll have to use it unless he decides to keep it for in case he gets heavier damage. But we'll have to see there. William Fletcher's going to come in as well, the 78 of Dan Sushi, filing in. And something that happened before the last caution, John Odenbacher went down a lap between all of the madness that was going on. He will now get that lap back after this quick caution. So really good for him to hang on there. And now he's going to be back on the lead lap, and that will put him into 18th position.
Yeah, already only 20 laps in, and we still have 5 trucks on the lap down as Ottenbacher's trying to make his way through the field, and all the dog bear wants to take up all the track there.
Yeah. He needs a horn on that truck.
Beep beep, I'm a Jeep.
Hey, that's what I drive.
That's what's one way to put it.
I'm sorry.
Looks like Gary LaViolette's going to have to try and repair some of that damage, seeing as he had to use his fast repair for the first time he came down pit lane. Looks like the 2 of Trenton Barrington. He unfortunately will not get to do the wave around because he stayed out behind the leaders, as most of them just came in for fresh tires, so of course they weren't going to come right back down pit lane.
So we're down to 18 cars on the lead lap. This is our third caution, second caution. Second caution in 21 laps. So not bad. Actually, these guys are not smacking that outside wall like I thought they would.
Yeah, generally, turns 2 and 4 are just absolutely brutal because of how much speed you're carrying through the corner. When you're exiting off a 2, it just sucks you into the wall, and normally you see a lot of right side damage to these trucks from turn number 2, and turn number 4 is kind of the exact opposite, with a little bit more banking coming back to the front stretch, and the rear end of the truck will just break loose, as we saw with the 68 of La Violette earlier. So yeah, big props to these guys for keeping these things pointed in the right direction for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, these are some really talented drivers in these trucks, and it really does show. And I have to call out, of course, Dog Bear Racing. They have what seems like some of the best talent on their team, normally up at the front, unless some madness ensues and they get caught up in it. But they're doing a great job, and we've highlighted Sean Breitzman, of course, has been a winner in this series, and he's always been fast. Drew Lalonde has always been fast. He's won quite a bit of poles this season. Chad Parker, we've seen his speed. So these top 3 drivers, they've been in it. And of course, with Mark Walls unfortunately out tonight, we will have another winner in this series. Will it be a repeat of last week, or will it be a new driver? We'll have to see.
Well, lights are off the pace car as they are working their way out of turn number 2. And yeah, again, first non-dog bear would be Ryan Maines. Got Gary Nichols on his outside, restarting in P8. Nathan Little hanging in the top 10 here in 9th, and Andy Vogt rounding out your top 10. Andrew Williams licking his chops, trying to get back into the top 10. He'll restart in 11th.
Yeah, gotta watch for Andrew Williams. He will always have the determination to get back up towards the front.
All right, here comes the pace car. Going to make that turn down to the pit lane. Breitzman back into control of the field. Blows him up and gets him going. There he goes. Back out onto the raceway.
It was a much better start by Drew Lalonde, and actually by all 3 of those front rows there.
Somebody said, team owner said, go, 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 simultaneously.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, I'm watching that side-by-side racing we have with the 31 and the 18. They were still side-by-side. The 31 had to dip out a little bit as the 18 was losing that second spot. Oh, my goodness, he cuts off the 31.
Oh, there's...
Looks like it wants to attempt a crossover. Decides better of it. That 18 can get that spot as the 31 has to lift. Out of turn 2 they go. The 18 will get that drive, trying to catch the 46 down the backstretch. But I don't know. That 31, he got a little bit of the raw deal out of that.
Yeah, speaking of raw deals, 24th, Jeff Stabnow lost position there. He got a little loose coming out of turn 2 and fell all the way back and ended up having Gary Nichols behind him. Lalonde Palmer. Barrington will be 2. Getting them laps back here. Back to 2x2, getting ready for this next restart. Andrew Williams up to the 7th position now, with Andy Vogt to his outside. They have Jeff Stabnow behind them, running in 9th, and it looks like Gary Nichols has made an appearance into the top 10 here in the 8 truck.
That's really good to see. I'm excited to see the 67 of Andrew Williams. If there's any one driver that makes racing even more exciting, it's him. So If he's up in the top 5, it's going to be a good race.
And that high side was trying to accordion effect again as a lot of them backing off here. Pace car is off. Brightsman has control of the field, working their way out of turn number 4. Brightsman smashes the gas, and we are back on the way here. Green flag. And the Sim stuff 150.
Yeah, a little bit of a jam up there. The 18 got a great restart side by side with our leader right now. The 46, see if they can hang on. The 18 slowly moving back. The 46 does clear him, but will he go up there? It looks like he won't. He'll leave it open for the 18 to dive back to the outside here. Let's see if the 46 can drive it off that corner, get him cleared. He will. 18's gonna drop down to the bottom there, blocking 31, but not so aggressively this time. That's good to see. I'm sure Drew Lalonde appreciates that. Back behind him, the 1 is in line with the 23. Ooh, hanging on there. The 1 is Wayne Hutchinson. Is 23 of D. Palmer is going to try to set up his teammate.
Yeah, Drew Lalonde really high in the middle of 3 and 4 here. Number 1, Wayne Hutchinson going to go to the inside. He's still there, looking to clear his Dog Bear teammate, and will do that. 31 having a tremendous run off the top of the hill, though. He's right back onto the bumper of the 1.
31 actually scraped the wall there. I don't know if you guys heard that, but wow, that was he's going on for a ride right now. Goodness, that 31 just trying to hang on. The 1 passed him already. The 23 trying to set him up. Back behind him, have a couple cars in line right now. That is the 17 of Ryan Maines, the 67 of Andrew Williams, and the 24 of Jeff Stab now. Jeff making a really good run this race, trying to get to the bumper of the 67. If they dive into turn 3, they go to the front stretch and see if the 20, oh my goodness, look at that run. The 24 getting such a good run off the corner there. See if he tries to dive low here, coming into turn 1. Looks like he was thinking about it, but didn't end up going through it. Almost hits the 67, actually.
You can almost tell what he had for breakfast this morning.
Yes, indeed.
Dab now, really close to the back bumper at 67. Back behind them, got a little 5-car group with the 42 leading the charge of that one. Carl Burke right behind him. William Fletcher trying to make his way back up to the top 10, still struggling back here. And Dan Stussy, they're all running pretty much single file here, getting close to the wall. Ottenbacher, I believe, got a little bit of a piece of it in the 089 right behind him. Got smoke. Big smoke, big smoke, big smoke. We had the 13 of Nicholas Bishop blown up heading into the pit lane.
Ooh, the second car today after only 42 laps.
And
he did use his fast repair earlier on, so yeah, that'll be done for that 13 truck.
And he used a lot of the inside wall to go ahead and kill that truck as well. He got loose coming off of turn 2, and that's all she wrote.
Really hate to see that, and I want to update everyone on John Ottenbacher. He went down a lap, got it back, was in 18th position, has made his way up 15th position right now, so he's trying to make, oh, the 21 spinning. Oh my goodness, how did he catch that? 21 of Robert Decker. What a save right in front of the 68 too. My lord, that was a great save by Robert Decker.
Yeah, 68 made a great checkup right there.
Ooh, 42 side by side with 28 right now on the back stretch. This is for 13th and 12th right now. 78 in 14th position trying to battle. 089 trying to join in on this fight. See if 41, 42 can get back to it. I apologize.
28 throws the block on the 42 going into turn 1. 42 had to back off just a smidgen. Looks like 42's going to have the run coming off of turn 2. See if he dives it to the inside. He's going to think better of it. Still knows it's pretty early in the race. 45 laps into the race right now out of the 150 scheduled for tonight.
Just how big is a smidgen?
Just a smidgen.
Yeah, but how big is a smidgen?
Right now you're looking at 67 under fire from the 24. Jeff Stab now trying to take it to the outside. Not going to be a good thing. Coming off turn 4, he somehow or another doesn't hit the wall. Stab now to the outside. Got Andy Vogt in tow. Andy Vogt trying to peek to the inside. Ooh, he's got to back up a lot coming off of turn 2. Andy Vogt a little loose as well. Coming off Ryan Maines in 6th right now, trying to pull away from this battle. between Williams and Stab now in the 67 to 24 respectively.
Yeah, and Andy Williams, he's really improved. I mean, he didn't start great, didn't qualify great, but he is working his way towards the front here.
And basically up front, it is all nice and spread out. Chad Barker trying to make a run. Still a couple tenths off of 46. Sean Breisman exerting his dominance here tonight. Wayne Hutchinson still up to third. Drew Lalonde back and forth, and Dee Palmer running in fifth right now. Trying to look for a halfway decent battle on the track. You got the 8 and the 28 side by side heading off of turn 2. Not going to be good for the 8. Ooh, if he didn't hit the wall, he was close. Gary Nichols about to be passed by the 42, Nathan Little. Ooh, little netcode right there. 8 shooting up the track. Coming off turn 4, getting passed by Gary LaViolette. In the 68. 68 is still one lap down. Scott Kukas is in the lucky dog position, though. He's up here battling around the 9th position.
Yeah, and it's smooth sailing up front. I know we've talked about that, but everybody is spread out quite a bit here. Going to take a look at the 6th, 7th, and 8th trucks here.
Yeah, Williams is charging hard on Ryan Maines right now. Andrew Williams and the Hungry Dragon Chevrolet trying to get up there and battle with the Wild Side 17 here. Ryan Maines looking a little squirrely getting into turn 1 there. Andrew Williams going to capitalize on that, close it into a truck length coming off of turn 2. Maines with a better run off the corner.
Yeah, and this is such a hard track to set a car up for a truck too. Yeah, Maines was going pretty good there at the beginning of that run, but now it looks like things are equalizing, and here comes the hard charging Andy Williams.
Now we've only had about, this is actually, caution's out.
Oh, Breitzman.
Breitzman.
Breitzman is around.
Make sure we're minding our P's and Q's.
Yeah,
He just lost it.
Nah, he had to check up for the 2. Trenton Barrington in the way of the leaders coming around, and 18 got into the 46 as well. A big 3-letter acronym moment right there.
Oh,
and wow.
So gonna have some changes up front here now.
Yeah, that gives the lead to Chad Barker. Breitzman's going to have to go back to the tail end of the longest line right now. Again, I don't know what was going on with the 2. I mean, we only had a... We had a 16-lap run there going. Am I over under shot? And it looks like everybody, including Barrington, is going to come down pit road here. All of the lead lap trucks here, led by Barker, Wayne Hutchinson. I don't know if this is planned or not. I know Hutchinson pits behind Lalonde, but looks like Hutchinson's about a mile an hour slower than the 31. He's basically letting them pass on pit road.
But I will say this, Sean Breitzman doesn't actually look like he has that much damage. A little bit in the left rear, but other than that, doesn't look too bad.
I have to imagine, though, he'll be using his faster pair.
Oh, race off pit road. Close.
Oh, that was close.
18:31 and 1. Your top 3 coming off pit road. Another tight battle behind them as well. Looks like the 23 barely beat the 67 off of pit road there. It's going to move Andrew Williams up into the top 5.
Yeah, I'm watching him, guys, and he is not taking that faster pair, which actually might come back to... I'll be pretty thankful for that, because who knows what could happen later on in this race. I mean, we're only lap 55 out of 150, so really good idea to hang on to that quicker pair if you can. Won't be going a lap down as of right now. Let's see if we can get back out in front of the pace car, but for now it should be looking good. We can just hang on with that damage.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if Breitzman, just the way this race goes, if he had scraped the wall a little bit earlier and then not realized it when he came into the pits, he might have used his fast repair. He may not have one to use.
That is very true. We see out front here the 85 Scott Cook is going to take the wave around, get back onto the lead lap in position number 18. Chad Barker leading your field right now with Drew Lalonde and Wayne Hutchinson right behind him.
Yeah, I really hate for Kip Leo to be put in the position he's been. Had some terrible luck at the start and just he can't get these lucky dogs because drivers one by one keep going down a lap. And so these one lap down drivers are getting these lucky dogs, and unfortunately Kip Leo just can't get back to the front.
So Chad Barker finally found his way to the front, probably not the way he thought he would.
Here we go. Lights are off the pace car. We're going to get back lined up side by side for this restart here. Looking at 18 trucks left on the lead lap. 22 are still running. The only DNF we've had tonight is the 91 of Scott Hutchinson.
So, what do you
Shout out
think?
to Nathan Little, doing a great job there, hanging in there, top 10 right now.
Yeah, he has been matriculating his way forward. What do you think about Brightsman? You think he comes right up through the field here, or you think he gets caught up in something because he gets too aggressive trying to do just that?
Got a little bit of damage.
I'll take the latter. Yeah, restarting in 17th, not so good for him. Chad Barker's going to have the command of the field here on this restart. Pace car is down onto pit road, and there he goes. Green flag back out underway. D. Palmer and Drew Lalonde, great start on the outside. Caught Wayne Hutchinson sleeping.
D. Palmer having a lot of trouble right now. The 17 has to dip down in the low lane to avoid the 23. Did a great job of doing that, actually. D. Palmer still trying to catch himself as he's losing quite a bit of spots right now, trying to hang on. He's in 7th position right now. On the outside of the 24 of Jeff Stab now. In front of him, the 67 side by side with Wayne Hutchinson. A lot of action going on right now. Oh, Lalonde
for the
side
lead.
by side. Yes, indeed, with the 18.
Ooh, three
yeah.
wide and 3. D. Palmer in the wall.
All right, the action is brewing. The 18, though, side by side. 31 for the lead. Got to stay here. The 18 trying to pass him on the outside. He does. Great pass by the 18 of Chad Barker. I think he's hungry for a win, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, it's looking like it. It's still too early, but it's looking like it. We're going to complete lap 60 this time by 46, though, having trouble getting around the number 8 of Gary Nichols. He's stuck behind him right now. He's shot up from 17th to 12th in 4 corners on that restart.
Yeah, and he did that all in the first lap and a half, and now he really has leveled off. And I don't know if he doesn't like the line that Nichols is running. It's kind of right in the middle of his, or what. Now Nichols is going to go high, and looks like Bryson's going to squeak by there.
Good Lord, do you think Bryson's coming?
He's going.
Yeah, you think? Ooh, D. Palmer side by side with the 53 of Carl Burke. Carl Burke doing a good job. He's in the top 10 and 9th position right now, challenging the 23 for 8th. Looks like D's going to be able to hang on there.
Look at that run from the 46.
Oh, he just kills him through the centers of the turns.
Brightsman almost got underneath the 42 there. He's going to have to exercise a little bit of patience here. See if he can get a good run coming off the turn. Not going to be able to. Nathan Little sitting there in P10. Brightsman wants to crack the top 10 again.
Got to be careful. The 13, Nicholas Bishop is slow on the side. Oh my goodness. 13 has got to. He is too slow. Oh no, he is too slow. He's got to get out of the way. That is not good to see.
4 in the wall behind him too. Brian Barnes and the 21 of Decker looks like they
Oh,
have a
somebody
little bit of
loose
a
back there.
conundrum.
I think that was the 28 of William Fletcher.
Yep.
Hard to the inside wall. No caution yet.
Oh, look at that damage. Yeah, he just slammed right on the inside of the wall. Really good job at saving it and not getting into anyone, but that's going to cause a lot of damage. Got to come down pit lane, and it stays green.
Yeah, good on him to keep it going straight and get it off the racing surface as battles brewing up for position number 3 right now. Wayne Hutchison looking to the inside of Andrew Williams, trying to put the nose there. He's there. Wayne Hutchison battling the 67 coming off turn 2 here. Looks like he's going to clear him. And we are all good now. And Wayne Hutchison back up to P3.
And meanwhile, a little bit further back in the pack, Sean Breitzman put him up into the top 10. He just passed the 42 of Nathan Little. And now he sets his sights on the 53 of Carl Burke.
Right in front of him, D. Palmer, the 23, underneath the 10-car truck of Andy Vogt. Working their way through 1 and 2. Ooh, that was close. They almost touched right there. Working
Yeah, D.
their way off
Palmer's
of 2.
trying to recover from that massive loss he had just a moment ago, but he's trying to do his best, staying in front of the 53, trying to get that power back up to reach the 10 again. 10, Andy Vogt, he is in the 7th position right now. He's making his way up. Andy Vogt actually qualified in 17th position, so he's gained 10 spots on the race so far, doing a fantastic job trying to stay up at this top 7 position. But if you guys hear that Jaws music, it's not a shark. It's a person that goes by the name of Sean Breitzman. Goodness, he is trying to pass the 53 on the outside, thinks better of it, see if he can drive back down. Might try a little crossover move here. Yes, indeed, right off the corner. I mean, he clipped the apron there, trying to get past the 53 of Carl Burke because he is much faster than him at this moment, trying to just get past, gain these spots back as quickly as he can, and he does. He's going to clear Carl Burke off the corner there.
And it looks like his Dog Bear teammate's trying to get his way as fast as he possibly can. D. Palmer right in front of him, and another group of cars in front of them. That would be the 24, 17, and the 10. And Stabnow, Maines, and Vogt.
Yeah, this is getting pretty interesting because Jeff Stabnow, he started up front, he's staying up front, but Ryan Maines started 11th, is in 6th, and of course just mentioned how Andy Vogt qualified 17th, is in 7th. So we've got a couple of cars here that did not start up front, trying to make their way up through the field. And Jeff Stabnow just trying to keep his position as best he can.
And here we go. There's Breitzman to the inside of the 23. Slow car on the high side. That's the 85. Scott Kukas throwing a spanner in the works there.
Yes,
Very
indeed.
slow on the outside.
Got to be extremely careful there, as our leader is starting to catch quite a few cars actually. Robert Decker is about to go down a lap as well. Keep an eye on this as Sean Breitzman does complete the pass. The 23 of D. Palmer, his next target is going to be Andy Vogt in that 10 truck.
All of this happening up front. Chad Barker and Drew Lalonde have pulled away from their Dog Bear teammate Wayne Hutchison in the number 1 by 1.5 seconds. And he has put about a second on 4th place, Andrew Williams.
Ooh, I am just keeping an eye on this 13 truck because he is slowing people down. Now that's helping. Oh, got someone wrecking on the front apparently. Oh,
Yeah.
the 2. That is the 2 of Trenton Barrington. Oh, he's going to reset just in time, so the caution does not come out. Looks like he just got loose, hit the inside wall, and reset.
Yeah. And number 21, just getting lapped again, getting ready to come under fire from the number 1. Actually, that's his first lap down. He's right now sitting in the lucky dog position and getting loose.
Absolutely. Sean Breitzman, though, he is passing that 10 car. He has passed him, completed that pass. Onto the backstretch they go. You can see these cars get a little loose as they make their way further and further into this race. Sean Breitzman now up to the 7th position after the mishap that he had, and he's working his way back up through the field with plenty of time left to get back to that top spot.
Just over halfway here. And basically, that's the most exciting thing that's happening on the track right now. Is 17 gets loose in front of 46.
And that is not
Dave's
the first
it.
time we've seen it. We
That
see a
was
lot of these
amazing.
trucks getting loose out of turn 2.
It's going to make it easier for 46 to get there. 46 taking a hard charge, has got the nose in there, working their way off of turn 2. Had to back out a little bit, hit the apron a little bit. And Andy Vogt trying to fight back to the high side, but they do have a lapper in front of him.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be careful here as he tries to go down below. He sees that 21 on the high side, but D. Palmer was there. D. Palmer is still there.
3 wide.
Oh, hold that steady. The tin truck, hold it steady, Andy Vogt. Oh my goodness, 21 just trying to get out of the way of everyone, and fortunately that just happened as the 10's gonna go back a spot. 23, D. Palmer now up to the 8th position, back behind him. That is the 68th Gary Violet, and I want to highlight he has had he's caused 2 cautions, has received enough lucky dogs to get back up on lead lap, is now in the top 10. What a rebound for the 68. Speaking of rebounds, this is 46 of Sean Brightman side by side with 17 of Ryan Maines going into turn 1. Let's see if the 46 can drive. Look at the drive through the corner. I mean, he is just absolutely running laps around these trucks right now, trying to get back up to the front. He's wasting no time at all. Up to the 6th position now. His next target will be the 24 of Jeff Stabnow, who is about the second ahead of him.
We're moving back to green on lap 58. We're looking at, this is lap 24 of this run here. It looks like that's about the magic number for Drew Lalonde, as Chad Barker is starting to pull away, but he's getting ready to catch 2 really slow, well, not really slow, one semi-slow lap down trucks as they are in the racing line. 13. He's probably going to have to go to the holla after this one. I mean, and Barker trying to work his way on to 16, Kip Leo. Kip Leo 4 laps down right now after the unfortunate incident on the restart. Battle for 5th. Brightsman underneath Jeff Stabnow. Going to take it with ease. Brightsman back into the top 5. 25 laps into this run.
Yeah, an incredible job. I mean, I cannot stress that enough. These Dog Bear Racing guys are just phenomenal. On it seems like every track you go to, they have the speed, they have the setups underneath them, and they are doing a fantastic job. Sean Brightsman always willing to show it. Now, we have mentioned Sean Brightsman, although he won last week, he is very known for making his way up to the front at the end of a race and somehow having some difficulty. If he can pull it through, he pulled it through last week, so let's see if he can hang on to it. He's got to get back up to the front with plenty of laps still to go, honestly.
Yeah, he's got to make up about 2.2 seconds to get to the 67 Andrew Williams. Just to let you know how that is. Andrew Williams just going down to turn 3, and now Brightsman's going into 3. So you can see him, he's licking his chops. He's ready to get up there and see if he can race that Hungry Dragon machine and try to get around him for 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Caution's
Oh,
out.
caution's out.
Give me your 10th there, bud.
Looking around 78 on pit road.
Oh, the 17 of Ryan Maines. Yeah, 17 of Ryan Maines actually spun out, came out of turn 4. He was very, very low, came off the wall, trying to keep it off the wall there, and just spun around, hit the front of his truck into the lower wall there. He's gonna have to repair that truck. He's gonna have some heavy damage, but no one hit him. So it's another single car incident, but he stayed on the lead lap. So let's see if he can repair that damage real quick and get back out there.
Very much looked like the incident the 68 had at the beginning of the race there. 78, I don't believe that was a scheduled stop, but he was making a pit stop right there as the caution came out. It's going to trap him 2 laps down.
No, actually, he hit the wall before that stop. So I think that's what he was doing. He just had a little too much damage and was coming into the pits.
We need to watch the 46 there. He he might have a speeding penalty. Like, kind of came into the pits a little too hot. Got to the outside of the 67. So that's something to watch out for as the leaders are coming down the pit road. Chad Barker going to lead the brigade into pit lane here.
Yeah, and while they're going down, the 21 of Robert Decker was our lucky dog winner, so he will be the 15th car on the lead lap right now. He'll hold that 15th position until we see where everyone comes out of the pits. Ooh, the 67 of Andrew Williams out already.
No. Yeah, 18, 31, 1, 67, and 46 at the line. And now...
Top five, the way they came in.
Palmer.
It's the way they come out. We see Robert Decker up in the top 10, but that is just because he received the lucky dog. These drivers will go past him, and then I believe he will come into pit lane, try to get his fresh tires, restart towards the back of the pack.
Excuse me. Noticed a trend with all of these races this year, and it seems to be, prevalent in pretty much all of iRacing. Pretty much towards the beginning of the race, you see all the jitters and everything, and a lot of people all over the place, a lot of early wrecks. We've had two consecutive green flag runs of over 15 laps, the last one being almost a 30 lap run. So big ups to these guys for keeping these things green as they have been.
Yeah, they've and these guys have been improving week in and week out, just even just since we started doing this series last year. So they're coming along. This is going to be a good competitive league, and you're going to see probably by the end of this season, I would think you're going to be 7 or 8 guys who you could throw a blanket over, and I don't think they'll all be dog bear. So, but speaking of dog bear, leader is Chad Barker, and it is Chad Barker, isn't it? Making sure I'm reading the right screen.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and we're working lap 90 now, so we got another 60 to go. We only had 3 lead changes, and what was that? Was that our third caution for 9 laps?
Yeah, keep in mind that the stats had to be are a little off because of the technical difficulties that we had. We actually have had about 5 cautions for about 20 laps.
Okay, I can say with confidence we've had 3 cautions since lap 35. Because that's
good point.
That's when the broadcast came back up.
Yeah. Very good point. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm still keeping my eye on Sean Brightsman here. And the 5th position now has got fresh tires and has caught up to these guys. Let's see how quick he can get to that lead.
And he's got a bunch of teammates that he's got to get around, though. Solid 2 rows in front of him. Pace car is off. Number 18 leading him back, and there he goes. He's gone. Green flag back out onto the raceway.
Hey, somebody missed a shift back here.
Yeah, the 10 of Andy Vogt. The 10 of Andy Vogt. Check it up, check it up, check it up, check it up. 4 wide. Oh my goodness. They all got through it. Very well done by these drivers. The 10 of Andy Vogt just missed a shift. Oh, that could have been a nightmare. Back up front, guys. Chad Barker has reached out to the lead. The 31 actually side by side with the 1. Drew on side by side with Wayne Hutchinson right now. Back behind him, 67 side by side with the 46. The 46 making easy passings for the 67. 67 not going to give up just yet. Goes back to the inside of Sean Brightsman. And in front of him, we have 2 side-by-side battles. 31, no, almost dives below the 1. That's going to cause some trouble there. As he's going to go backwards. in the high lane right now. That's going to make Sean Bryceman lose a little bit of time as the 67 pulls off the pass and go into 4th position.
I'll tell you, if I had to pick anybody to win a 2-lap drag race style shootout, it'd be Andy Williams.
Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah.
Caution's out.
Oh, big wreck. Scott Kukas, guys. 16 of Kip Leo.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot of cars involved. The 21 of Robert Decker is involved.
And we've
got a couple blown engines.
We just have the 31 and the 67 of Brutalana Andrew Williams hit the wall. That was different.
Well, everybody had to check up the pace car there, and everybody decided to just slam on the brakes. 131 and 67 into the wall. That was weird, but Kip Leo was the one there, got loose coming off of 2. Underneath Gary Nichols, actually contact between the 16 and the 8 led to the 16 sliding back up the track. Decker getting a piece, Kukas getting a piece, and 13 somehow squeezing by it.
Yeah, 16 just couldn't hold on to his truck, got up into the 8, came back across the track. The Ford of Brian Barnes, what an excellent job of him to get through that wreck, but unfortunately a couple drivers could not. The 21 of Robert Decker, the 85 of Scott Kukas, and the 78, I think, took a little bit of damage, a little bit of ghost damage, definitely, but that 85 definitely blew an engine. 16 definitely blew an engine, and so did the, I think it was the 21. 16 still smoking on the track, so he's not completely out of power, but he's definitely going to have to bring that to the pits. All right, and if I'm correct, William Fletcher received your lucky dog, so the 28 will go from 4 to 3 laps down. I think Kip Leo's just doing everyone a favor, trying to get rid of these mosquitoes real quick, because he was running around this track spraying some smoke around. He'll pit this time, clearly. He's gonna have to pit this time. The 28 will come in behind him, try to get his fresh tires, because he just received the lucky dog. Back behind them, though. Yeah, guys, back behind them. D. Palmer, I want to highlight. D. Palmer is back to the 13th position.
And 78 of Dan Stussy, he dove into the pits just ahead of Kip Leo there. Don't know if he's got some extra damage he's trying to get done or what he's doing there.
Yeah,
oh, actually,
he was
a
involved in
lap
the last
down,
incident.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not surprising. But I do find it a little funny. We mentioned the 1 and the 31 guy to the wall, trying to let the pace car go. You got to be very careful about that. The 67 did not, so keep an eye on that. I want to point out that Sean Bryceman has led 50 laps in this race, and Chad Barker, who is our current leader, trying to compete with him, has led 44 laps in this race.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's gonna stay out. And here we should be going back to green flag racing next time by. Carl Burke, number 53, up to position number 6. Good run out of him tonight. Nathan Little all the way up to 8th, and John Ottenbacher making an appearance in the top 10 here.
Yeah, 2 drivers doing a great job at recovering tonight. Of course, you just mentioned the 089 of John Ottenbacher. He was down 1 lap, received the lucky dog. He's now back on the lead lap into 10th position. And Gary LaViolette was actually 2 laps down, brought out 2 cautions early on, and is all the way back on the lead lap in 11th position. So really good recovery by those 2 guys.
We go green here. We're going to have about 51 laps to go here.
We're getting there.
Yes, indeed. Looks like everyone's trying to get caught up. The 16, unfortunately, still in pit lane. But for the most part, 22, 21 drivers still on the track.
It's definitely not the rolling wrecking yard I was expecting.
Not quite. These guys are doing a great job during this race to keep the cars off the wall.
Yeah, and I don't say
Alright.
that to disparage these guys. I say it because I've tried to drive at Dover before and I know how it ends.
In the wall.
In the wall.
All right, pace car is off. Chad Barker is rolling now. Green flag back out. Andrew Williams, not a great start there. Brightsman's going to clear him before they even get to the stripe. Put Brightsman up to P4. Now he's got to fight his teammates to get back up to the lead here.
Yeah, really
Underneath the
unfortunate
one.
start by the 67. You are right. The one trying to hang on. Oh my goodness, he lost so much time on the top there. Well, better for the 46. 46 going to get basically a free position there. Set his sights on the 31. Unfortunately, back behind on the 67, still losing time. Losing positions all the way back behind the 24 in 6th position right now. Andrew Williams trying to recover.
Yeah, you know, that's the one thing about...
Oh, wreck in
we got a
front.
wreck.
Oh,
Chad
18.
Barker got turned by his
18, 31
teammate.
on the wall.
Dog bear on dog bear
Oh,
violence.
the 53 got hit from behind by the 17. He's
Oh,
spinning.
he still hasn't hit anything, though.
They're going to come back to the 31. Oh, no. The 31 was
wanted
trying
to
to get
see
back
someone
going
else.
again. Yep. Oh, no. You really hate to see
Oof.
that. 31 was a leader. So was the 53. He was in the top 10.
I believe
Yeah.
the,
18.
the key word there is was.
Oh,
Yeah. Brightsman just barely gets by that. 31 got into the 18. 31 had a tremendous run through the middle of 1 and 2 there. And just a whole bunch of calamity ensued after that. It's going to put Barker back into the 4th position. Sean Brightsman back to the lead. Looks like the number 1 has a little bit of damage to the right rear.
Yeah,
Jeff Stab
actually-
now up to 3rd.
you're right. The 24 has some right rear some left rear damage. The 18, obviously, left rear damage. A couple of cars trying to
Bolt?
fix some damage. Ooh, the 8 of Gary Nichols, some damage.
Yeah, bold call by Andy Williams. The 67, he's going to stay out. Of course, they did just pit, so...
Very true.
And
I
we
think
only-
these guys are going to come in to double check their tires and get their damage fixed as best they can.
And D. Palmer stayed out too.
Yeah, D. Palmer's trying to recover. We mentioned him. He lost quite a few positions there. So he's back towards the front after initially starting in 8th position. So really good to see him try to jump back up as our rest of our leaders decided to pit.
Yeah, looks like Brightsman's going to win the race off pit road. The one right behind him, 24, 17, and 18, your top 5 coming off of pit road. That's going to put them positions 3 through 7.
I do want to take this time during the caution to give a shout out to our broadcast buddy in Donovan Johns. Feeling a little under the weather, so hope that he gets well. Hope to see you back soon, buddy.
I can tell you what happened. See, Kip Leo, owner of Hungry Dragon, sent him some sauce, and he
Oh, is that what
posted it.
happened?
Yeah, and he got
Yeah.
a little too crazy with the sauce,
Mm.
and he didn't put a roll of toilet paper in the freezer, and so he's laying in bed.
That must be
With-
it. Well, you know,
But
Kip
I-
Leo, you
I
gotta
got some
stop
of that
making
sauce, too.
some damn good sauce, you know.
I got some of that
So
sauce
really, this is all Kip Leo's fault. Is basically what we're saying.
That's pretty much what we're saying. Yeah.
Yes, thanks, Kip Leo.
too.
Thanks,
And
Kip.
unfortunately, speaking of Kip Leo, he is just officially left the racetrack. Maybe he felt so bad he had to dip out, but no, he had quite a bit of damage. It's really unfortunate to see from Kip Leo. He's just had some really bad luck this season, but we hope to see him back to the racetrack next week and see if he can rebound then. Speaking of rebounding, John Odenbacher up to the 8th position. Gary LaViolette up to the 9th position. Brian Barnes, welcome back to the top 10. He actually did not get in a qualifying time. Is in the 10th position. He had gone down a lap before. Got a lucky dog, so good to see him back. Drew Lawn involved in that wreck in 11th right now with a fresh car. And Chad Barker up in 13th position with a... don't believe he took the... No, he did not fix it. That is correct. He tried. Well, he did fix it, but he did not take his grip repair.
All right, we got the front row on slightly older tires, and everybody else with fresh Goodyear Wranglers on their trucks. Ooh. What's the over and under on which turn they overtake them? I'm saying 2.
Well, it's Sean Brightsman. So.
But
Yeah,
instead
we
of, you know, the thing about this restart though is Andy Williams is gonna set the tone as opposed to getting freight trained. Like, he just hasn't had good starts, so at least this time he gets to say when they go.
Very true. He's got it's kind of reversed finally for Andrew Williams. Instead of a bunch of Dog Bear Racing in front of him with him trying to attack, it's him trying to fend off Dog Bear Racing. So let's see if it works out any better for him this time.
All right, pace car is off. 67 Andrew Williams, and he's gone. Never mind. I don't even get to do my spiel here.
No, you don't. Oh, almost threw
Down.
wide back behind there. Sean Williams. I'm combining the drivers now to get the ultimate talented driver. Sean Brightsman has finally gotten by the 23 of Dean Palmer. They're single file for now. The 67 trying to escape. Good night. He is not going to get there. Sean Brightsman is coming.
Back here, boy.
Goodness.
Brightsman, that truck is just so fast through the center of the turn. I mean, I always said it earlier, but that is where he's beating everybody, is through the center of the turn. And he's blown by Andy Williams like he's on 20-lap old tires.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. The one is coming as well. The one of Wayne Hutchinson. He's not that far behind. He's got the 23 right in front of him. That 67 lost enough time to get back to the 23 as well. So this one in some good position trying to get through this through these slower drivers. Oh, the 23
Palmer in
to
the
the
wall.
Oh, just saved it.
When he
Oh,
almost
my.
came off and went down and collected the one.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. The 24 trying to make it by the 17, going to try to size him up into the 23, still getting a little loose off the corner. Ooh, the 10 of Andy Vogt in the wall. Looks like he saved it. Got a couple of drivers side by side trying to stay off the wall the best they can. We're going to focus on the 23 and 24. Jeff Stabnow trying to fend off the 23 who just smacked the wall. And yeah, got a little loose there.
And I'm just surprised how much they spread out here and how quickly they spread out.
I'm more impressed on the 67 right there. Still able to hold his own against the one here. One not as fast as Brightsman, but pretty close. He's closing in. About a truck length separates the two as they head off into turn one. One's going to try to dip it in there, and he does not get it. Going to have to back up the corner just a smidgen. Yes, I did it again. And there he goes.
Well, this time a smidgen's enough.
Ooh, look at that drive off. Yes, indeed. That's what you want to see is the one just gets this beautiful drive. Does goodbye to the 67. See if he can stretch his lead over the 67 a little bit as the one now sets his sights on trying to catch up to Sean Brightsman. But Sean Brightsman has checked out. He is leaving to another zip code. He has moved. He's packed up the truck and he is gone.
Nah, I think he's in Michigan by now. He's gone.
Yeah. He left. He left at 31 and 18. They're trying to recover. The 18 of Chad Barker is in 12th position. Drew Lalonde back behind him in 13th. Unfortunately, Drew has lost 2 seconds on the 18 of Chad Barker. Not going to happen there. Chad trying to size up the 089 of John Odenbacher. Chad trying to break back into the top 10 if he could just pass John. And in front of him, the 4 of Brian Barnes.
Watching this battle between the 4th, 5th, and 6th place trucks, Stabnow, Palmer, and Maines. And the funny thing is they're all running kind of a slightly different line, so they just keep accordioning through the turns. But Stabnow able to stay out in front. Pete Palmer's made a couple of runs on him, but hasn't been able to do anything with it yet.
You know, Palmer is on those older tires too, so and with getting to the wall a couple laps ago, he's going to have a little bit of a slower truck as we see a slower truck at 13. Rolling chicane right now as everybody looks like they're going to get around him.
Yeah, this is it's starting to get to a dangerous territory here with the 13. He's going so much slower than these other drivers that it's really starting to become a danger to them. So he's got to be careful there. Unfortunate for Nicholas Bishop that his truck is so beat up, but he's really got to try and get out of the way of the leaders.
He's channeling his inner Danica.
The good thing about that, she's only have 5 minutes to fix the car now.
That is a good point.
All right, let's see what Ryan Maines can do in the 17 truck. Trying to catch up to the back bumper of the 23 of D. Palmer. D. Palmer doing a great job to get back up towards the front where he initially started. Sitting in 5th position right now. He's back behind them. Gary LaViolette coming in 7th position.
In this whole group, from Stabnow on back to, I guess that's Carl Bird. It's getting real tight up here between all of them.
And add Brian Barnes into the mix too. He's pretty close back here to the back of Burke. I mean, you're looking at about an average of 0.4 of a second separating each truck here. Go Ryan Maines peeking to the inside of D. Palmer here. Palmer looked like he about got to the wall coming out before. Ryan Maines to the inside.
Yeah, I think he thought he was going to get into the wall. Wow, he is way loose.
Hold on to it, buddy.
That
D.
truck
Palmer's
was
not
doing
having a
the
good time
tango
right now.
through that set of turns.
And there goes the Violet underneath, bringing Maines with him. Oh, Maines real loose off the turn.
Andy Vogt is in there and is in that 10 truck right now. Trying to get past, got a little loose. You can see the damage in the back of his truck. Quite a few drivers have damage on this track, and that's just bound to happen at Dover. The 10 just trying to get caught up to the 23 is D. Palmer is now in the 7th position, trying not to lose another one.
And looking back here, you got an 18 Chad Barker involved in the incident prior to this green flag run. Sitting back here trying to fight with the number 4 here for 10th. So he did not. Doesn't look like he took his fast repair, or else he'd be quite a bit faster.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's down on power. As
Gotta watch
speaking
the
of down on
13
power,
truck.
I won't say if. I'm going to say a lot of these guys have held back that fast repair for when the next caution comes out, now that we're under 30 laps to go.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We'll see who takes it. The 10, though, going below the 23. They've got a slower car in front of them. That is Scott Kukas. He is down multiple laps here. Scott just trying to hang on. Down six laps. 6 laps in the 18th position.
And how about Andrew Palmer and
the 10 of Andy
Palmer
Vogt.
and Andy Vogt?
Oh, good. How did he save that? Carl
There goes
Burke
Burke.
is going to take advantage of it. Ooh, yeah, the 18 diving past that 4 truck as he set sights on the 10 and the 53. Yeah, the 10 hitting the bumper of the 53 of Carl Burke. They're all trying to get past an 85 Scott Kukas, who is not as slow, but that 8, we have an 8. Oh! Oh my God, so much happening. The 8 truck of Gary Nichols going way too slow.
Oh,
They're going to
no.
go 3 wide here. They're
10's
going
in.
to have to. The
3
10
wide. Somebody
Ooh,
gonna
the 10
die.
just trying to hang on, trying to get past these guys. The 18 trying to follow them through.
Wow.
I'm amazed that didn't transpire in a totally different way.
Yeah. You really think it should have, right? As the 18, though, finally clear of all of that danger. 18's now going to try to catch up to the 10. 18 up to the 10th position.
Yeah, Brightsman just crossed the line. We're looking at 25 laps to go as he is walking away with this. He's trying to get some gambling money to go to casino with. Coming up on lap traffic here.
Yeah, and he's got that lead out over 2 seconds now. He's, you know, but I know we're going to get another caution. We just know it. And the only exception would be is if that caution comes with less than 5 to go and they finish under caution.
You might have it here soon. 24 trying to make his way around to 67, getting a little loose coming off of 2 here. That's the battle for third. Stab now, making a good run here. Looks like he's going to clip a little bit of the apron and still keep it going forward in that sim stuff machine. Trying to get around to 67 in the Hungry Dragon, lose a little bit of time, and bring the 17 of Ryan Maines into the picture here.
Ooh, 18 side by side with the 10, guys. It's getting close. That 18. Oh, and the
10's
10's
around.
run. Oh, got loose
There
off
it
the
is.
corner. That's going to bring out the caution.
Some debris somewhere.
You just had to say something.
I did. I had to
No,
say it.
not you, Tony.
Did they call me Nostradamus for a reason?
You said Nostradamus?
Nostradamus. Yeah.
Yeah, the 10 actually had it saved, but got loose off the corner, tried to stay off the wall, and just spun right around.
So
I
say
tell you what,
could-
that
you
18
could
did
smell
not
that
hit
caution.
him. So it was close, but he didn't. As the 10's smoking bad.
I can't imagine anybody's going to try to stay out.
No,
that-
absolutely not. Not with 22 to go, I believe.
Yeah, Bryceman leading him down pit lane, got a pretty good gap. As long as he can hit his marks and get into his pit stall, he's going to come out with the lead here. Or if the Jackman doesn't lead the Jackman in the car, one of the two.
Yeah, that won't help you.
Ooh.
That won't help you at all. 21 of Robert Decker, in the meantime, gets the wave around. He will be in the 15th position. He was one lap down. We'll get that lap back, so he'll be on the lead lap.
All right, and here we go. Bryceman getting work done to the left-hand side of the truck. 67's down and away. Here comes Bryceman. 67's going to come out in second.
Yes, indeed. What a great pit stop by
One.
him.
And
24-17, right behind him.
And
Yeah, that was
luckily,
close.
luckily, the 10 of Andy Vogt had not used his fast repair yet. He just used it, so he's got a fresh piece. I don't know. I have to imagine all these drivers with 20 laps to go used their fast repair.
Yeah, it looks like the 18 might have used it earlier in the race because he's not taking it. He's still on pit lane trying to repair that damage he has.
I can't think of why the 18 would have used it early in the race, though, because he didn't really get his nose clean the majority of the race, so... That
He
is
could have been-
correct.
It could have been that he just bumped the wall too without realizing it and ended up using the fast repair. I mean, I know I've said that a couple times, but that is exactly what happens to me anytime I'm in a race where there's a fast repair. Is I forget to turn it off at the beginning
Yep,
of the race.
and you use it, of
Nah.
course.
I remember exactly where he ended up hitting Bryceman when he spun out in turns 3 and 4.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Oh, that's
Looks like-
unfortunate. As looks like the 78 of Dan Stucci. He is currently 2 laps down. He'll take that wave around. So really good on him to stay active, try to gain any positions he can. Sitting in 17th position right now. It looks like out in front of him once he gets his wave around will be Gary Nichols. Gary Nichols will be in your lucky dog position 1 lap down. Caution will have to come out relatively soon. We'll see if it happens. But remember, once we get down to 5 laps to go, next flag ends it.
And I have to imagine Andy Williams in that 67 Hungry Dragon ride. I imagine he would be willing to give away a case of Hungry Dragon sauce to swap places with that number 1 truck so he could start on the inside behind Breitzman. He just has not had good restarts on the outside.
Yeah, you're looking at a all dog bear inside lane right there with 68 and the 23 right behind the 1 as well. That could be a good strategy call. It's time to put up or shut up here. Lights are off the pace car. I'm gonna go side by side. I'm gonna take the green flag with 18 laps to go.
Yeah, I
Everybody, you're
cannot stress
watching-
enough what an excellent job the 68 of Gary Lavilette has done to recover in this race. It is phenomenal. He was down 2 laps. 2 laps had caused 2 cautions earlier, and what a great rebound he's had. Just an excellent job.
And how about Ryan Maines sitting there in 4th? I'm telling you, this kid, he's going to get one of these days.
Yes, indeed. Qualified 11th is in 4th position. Ryan Main's having a good day. And he's actually kept the car pretty clean. Kept that truck pretty clean.
Yeah, outside lane not as tight as normal here for a restart. And look at Drew Lalonde. He might have took 2, got himself up to P8. Pace car is
Yes,
off for what
indeed.
potentially could be the final restart of the race. I doubt it, but it might be. There goes 46. He's gone. Andrew Williams trying to squeeze down to 1. We're back underway for Sim Stuff 150 here on OCTV and iRacing.com/live.
And that was a better restart by the 67, and he is going to be able to put himself in a position to be able to protect that inside here, I think.
The one kind of shoved him out of the way a little bit as he was trying to nail up against that wall out on the outside.
Yeah, this
7
is
though had nothing about it.
him. Big checkup. Big checkup behind him there.
And it looked like Palmer and Burke right there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on behind him, but we're going to focus on the 67 right now as he tries to size up the 1 again. Ooh, thinking about the outside, though, I don't think that'll work for you. You got to take him to the inside, see if you can power pass him on the bottom there.
Running out of time and running out of tire is the 1 in the 67 right now.
Yep.
Brightsman walking away with it right now. Already almost a second gap to second.
Yes, indeed. And we've got a line of cars behind him. We're watching the 10 of Andy Vogt, 31 of Drew Lalonde diving down under him right now as 18 takes to the high side. Chad Barker has been very quick this race as well as the 31 has, but they're just recovering from that spin they were involved in. And they're doing the best they can, but unfortunately they are in 10th and 11th position. Ooh, 17 on the back of the 67. Causing a little bit of trouble.
And that is just a nice tight battle there for third between those 4 drivers there. Andrew Williams, Ryan Maines, Gary LaViolette, and Dee Palmer.
Yeah.
Violet getting a good run through the middle of 3 and 4 there. He's on the bumper of Maines. He wants to take over that 4th position. 5th is just not good enough for him.
Ooh, and he gives him a big bumper shot there.
Yeah, he absolutely dove that truck into turn 2. Almost took out that 17. Had a little too much power in that car. And I do want to point out what the 67 is trying to hang on for. We have run 5 races this season. This is the 6th race, and he has had 3 out of 5 top 3 finishes. This will be his 4th of the season out of 6 races completed. So doing an excellent job. The 67 of Andrew Williams is trying to get another good finish. But that 17 is coming back, and we'll have to watch the 68 pouring through on his bumper.
Look at Wayne Hutchinson slowly reeling in the leader. Half a second last time by. Let's see where he is now. He's sitting
Under 5/10.
just under half a second right now. Making his time up 68 underneath 17. LaViolette on the inside of Maines. Working into turn number 3. Maine's going to try to squeeze down as far as he can. He's going to run a little high here. Violet. Ooh, they touch coming down the front stretch. Going into turn 1. Dee Palmer trying to get into the battle as well. Ryan Maines holding on the high side, and he had to get out and smack the wall.
Hey guys, Wayne Hutchinson, look where he is. He is within 0.3 of a second on our leader right now, and our leader's running into traffic. Got to get around the 8 of Gary Nichols. Gary Nichols doesn't know that they're there, and that helps the 1 truck trying to gain to the 46. Got to get out of the way of our leaders, especially when we're under 10 laps. 9 laps to go right now, coming to 8 to go. Can Hutchinson do it? They have another slow car in front of him.
Oh,
Oh,
Kukas.
in front of our leader. Oh my
In the
goodness, into
wall.
the wall. Scott, that is Scott Kukas. Caution
He just
is not
keeps
out
it high and
for
slows
1.
it down.
Ooh, it's getting hot out there.
Really tight with the 85 there, coming off of 2.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Got to be careful in front of those leaders. They are battling for a win
And
here.
Stussy, next lap down car in front of our leaders here. Brightsman opened up the gap just by a 10th last time by. Getting a really good drive off of the turns. Just the one's diving in there, and he's making up all of his time there. He's going to have to reverse his strategy here. Coming to the line, 6 to go.
Oh!
Stussy into the leader.
Oh no!
There goes the
Oh,
1.
the one on the high side.
If the caution comes out, Well, no, 6 laps.
Caution's
to go.
out.
Caution is out. I believe that'll go to Sean Breisman. Wayne Hutchinson had just
We're gonna go
lost
back
it.
to green. I believe we'll go back to green.
Oh no! Wayne Hutchinson is passing the 46. This is gonna be close.
Yeah, I believe we're 5 to go right now. We might get a 1-lap shootout.
Yeah, we just might. It'll be white and then the checkered.
'Cause who wants green anyway?
Oh my goodness.
Do you come for tires or
mentioned-
do you not? You can't really, can you?
No. No. Would you? Come on now. With 1 lap? Yes,
Now-
indeed.
Don't know what was going on there. I know
Well, we
we've had
mentioned-
a couple angry spotters. Definitely a couple angry spotters.
Well, I believe what you were hearing is Chad Barker, who was having a lot of trouble with Andy Vogt. Andy Vogt caused a little bit of action up there. He's actually smoking right now on the track. So I believe that's what you're thinking of right now. That's
yeah,
what you're hearing. Yeah, because back behind the wreck, guys, the 18 came out of the corner. Andy Vogt actually spun. Andy Vogt actually spun and took the 18 with him. So both of them absolutely destroyed back behind that wreck. There was a secondary wreck, and that is what you're hearing. Yes, indeed.
it's
I'm just not sure what the 46 was doing there. I mean, I don't know why he drove through that lap truck so hard. It's just a curious move. I mean,
Well, I think what you can see is that Sean's actually sideways. Like, he's drifting right now. Out of that corner, you can see his truck. He was trying to turn all the way down on the bottom. I think he was expecting the 78 to go to the top. I think the 78 was just in a really, really bad position in the middle of the track coming off the corner. And I
Well,
think
see-
that's what you saw.
You've got to apex it. I mean, you basically have to treat each corner as a double apex, just about. Because if you don't apex turn 4 right, he would have been in the wall and into the leaders anyway.
Yeah.
It's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation.
Yeah, really. And I can't believe he does. I mean, he's
The
been
10
hurt quite a bit.
no, on that last
Oh,
pit,
there goes his engine.
yeah, on that last pit stop, the 10.
He won't make it to his pit stop anyway.
Yeah, he had used his fast repair on that previous pit stop anyway.
I mean, we've seen a lot of trouble with lap down cars causing just nothing but chaos with our leaders, honestly.
I love the spotter sometimes. But yeah, we're looking at 2 to go at the line and come back around for 1 to go to hit the green flag. I believe we will have 4 corners to decide this. And this is definitely turned into one of the more exciting finishes. And who thought it could get more exciting than last week?
Yeah, yeah, really. Oh man, well they got 2 to go right now. They'll be getting the 1 to go when they cross the line this time by.
It's going to be a 1-lap drag race, most likely between the 1 and the 46, unless they decide to bounce off each other. And then you've got the 67 of Andrew Williams and the 23 of Dee Palmer.
Now, it doesn't matter what happens. Once that white flag comes out, you have to race back to the line. So, I mean, the 1 and the 46 can sit there and, wreck and become barricades, and whoever gets to bust through, they're going to be your winner.
You're correct. Oh man. Well, this is gonna be good because Mr. Aggression, I like to call him, is Andrew Williams in third. He's not gonna give up. Look, he's got 2 teammates in front of him. That's not gonna stop him. All right, he's got. I just mentioned he has 3 top threes out of the 5 races we completed this season. He's not going to just throw in the towel and take a podium finish.
We are not going to see any help from teammates here. This is a dog bear for dog bear.
This is going to be
here.
some.
And pace car is off. Here we go. One's got him rolling.
Ooh, 67 didn't have a good restart.
Green flag.
Neither did the 46.
Oh, wow.
Here comes Brightsman. If he can get to the inside here, he's going to get him.
Oh, we got a car.
Oh, big
record.
record.
17,
Rain,
Ryan
Main's
Maines.
around.
They're going to keep racing, though.
Ooh,
Gotta
the
keep
46
racing.
got to run. 41 does not
Yep.
throw the block. Here comes Wayne Hutchinson around.
Nope.
Turn 3 and 4. Brightsman doesn't have it. Here comes the 23.
67.
Oh,
And
it's
Wayne
all
Hutchinson is going to win.
It's gone
The
wrong
Sim
for
Stuff
Andy Williams.
150 at Dover.
Oh, man. Talk about never giving up. My goodness. Wayne Hutchinson.
That was crazy. And that included the
After
17
the,
of Ryan Maines doing a whirly bird into turn 1.
Yes, indeed. It was complete chaos from the drop of the green flag.
We're gonna
For
pick
that
up.
last restart.
We're gonna see if we can pick up Ryan Maines here. See what happened to him.
Woo! And Andrew Williams was able to get a top 5. Really good job of hanging on for him. Sean Brightsman, of course, bringing it home in second. Really well done.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's going to be Wayne Hutchinson's second career Northwest Truck Series win.
And our 3rd different winner this season.
Wow, that was a really interesting finish.
Yes, that was fantastic. These guys had a hell of a restart. And Gary LaViolette, guys, I keep stressing this because it's unbelievable. Gary LaViolette, what a hell of a rebound. Oh my goodness, what a race all around this track we've had. Quite a Brian Barnes didn't even put down a qualifying lap, finished 8th. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
No worries.
Yes,
No worries at all.
I agree with that last statement.
I think if I didn't have anything, sitting in front of my face that I could read, I probably wouldn't be able to talk right now. All right, and here are your unofficial results here for the Sim Stuff 150 at Dover. Congratulations goes out to the number 1 truck of Wayne Hutchinson, bringing it home today. Sean Brightsman, valiant effort, dominant truck all day, going to come home in P2. Gary LaViolette, after some early race struggles, comes back to finish on the podium. Then you have D. Palmer and Andrew Williams rounding out your top 5. Drew Lalonde, Carl Burke, Brian Barnes, Jeff Stabnow, and Nathan Little round out your top 10. Tough break for Chad Barker yet again in the series. He's going to come home in 11th, and the last car on the lead lap will be the 089 of John Ottenbacher in 12th. Ryan Maines on the last restart just went for a wild ride in that I think it's Wild Side. I believe that's what the sponsor is. And then number 17, Robert Decker, going to finish in 14th. 15th went to Gary Nichols. Dan Stussy brings it home in 16th. 17th goes to Andy Vogt, Scott Kukas, Nicholas Bishop, William Fletcher, Kip Leo, Trenton Barrington, and probably one of the smarter ones out here, Scott Hutchison, went ahead and took an early exit. He's going to round out your field in 23rd.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to pull in our 3rd place finisher for tonight. That was Gary LaViolette with an excellent rebound, and I mentioned it throughout the race. What a good job he did at just recovering and staying to it and trying to get back to the top. And Gary LaViolette, how do you think your race went?
Well, that was probably one of the ugliest things I've ever seen, but my own worst enemy. Both my big accidents were nothing but being a little too aggressive too early, hitting that inside curb and losing the truck. But other than that, it was finally settling down a little bit, having some patience, letting the great set that Mark Walls and the team put together, letting that thing work. And then we had a little restart issue where we had to go down and take all the tape off it and fix it, and it was eventful to say the least.
Well, yeah, it looked like it. You seemed to have a rough start there, but I mean, once you got past getting that lucky, the second lucky dog, I mean, you were back to it, and you just never gave up. You came up through the field pretty quickly, and just tried to. You kind of had a little bit of a yo-yo night, but it was towards the end there. I mean, you just stayed up there, stayed to it, and you finished in third position. I noticed this is actually your fourth top five out of the 6 races we've won this season. So you've had a pretty good season so far. How do you think you're looking towards Texas next week?
It's not one of my favorites, but I'm sure the Dog Bear team will have a great set. Mark and Chad and Drew and Jeff and Sean will put some good practice time in, and we'll have another a good set underneath the truck. And I just got to thank Dog Bear and especially those guys and Sarge's Place, Tim Stuffs, Walls Beer Co, uh, all the sponsors, and you guys, because without that, this really wouldn't be near as fun as it is. But I'm kind of a middle of the pack guy. I try to stay in the top 10. Still learning. I've had a few years on the sim, but I'm still new. I don't run anything but kind of these Northwest leagues, so I'm still learning. Patience is a hard thing to teach an old dog, so we're working on it.
I hear you. Well, it was a fantastic race by you, and congratulations again on your podium finish, and we wish you the best of luck next week.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
No problem. Again, that was Gary LaViolette finishing in third position after a rough start to the race, but really well done on his part. And we appreciate his dedication because he was quite entertaining towards the end of that race. And our next interviewee will be Sean Brightsman. Sean Brightsman finished in second position. You got your ears on, bud?
Got him on.
Fantastic. Those will be pretty useful to you in the future. How do you think your race went? I mean, it seemed like you were the dog of the field, and then all of a sudden, just chaos. Can you walk us through towards the end of that race?
Yeah, I mean we came back from the incident early with another lap vehicle and thought he was going to stay low, so we went in not knowing and looked like he was going to push up. We ended up spinning it and getting Chad a little bit, and then got all squared away there. Didn't fix the damage. Got a fast repair done later, and just started driving up through the field during that long run. Got the fast repair and moved up, and then the contact between Drew and Chad out of two there. That was a sight. And that put us in
Yeah.
the first there to kind of lead the field again. So
I hear you. Well, it was pretty eventful, and I have to say, I think I can speak for my other broadcasters here, but it was very entertaining to watch you guys, especially you with the speed that you had and the rebound. I mean, it took you, I think, 25 laps to pass all the trucks that you did once you spun out up at the front, but it was really incredible. Do you have anyone to thank for that excellent race?
I got to thank Dog Bear, Walls Beard Co. Also got to thank the race sponsor, Sim Stuff, of course, for all your sim needs. Got to thank you guys as well, OCTV. You guys have done an excellent job all year long, and I always look forward to listening to the broadcast in the morning when I wake up.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. It was exciting to watch. And again, that was Sean Brightsman finishing in second position today at Dover International Speedway. It has been quite a race, I might have to add, because it got a little too exciting for me at some points because these guys were almost scraping the wall every lap trying to just keep these cars clean. And a couple of them did. A couple of them kept them clean enough. And one of those guys was our race winner, Wayne Hutchinson, finishing in the top position with an excellent rebound there, trying to get up to the front. He did not give up, and I have to say I am extremely impressed. Wayne Hutchinson, you got us.
I got you, Katie.
Fantastic. Please walk us through what was going through your mind. You were racing back, trying to catch Sean Brightman there, and then Dan Stucci out of nowhere. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, that was very strange. I was catching up to Sean with inside 10 laps there, but he was kind of backing up to me, saving his tires more than I was catching him. And then, yeah, Stussy just out of nowhere collects Sean, and just enough that I went by him on the outside. And I was actually about to let him back by in turn one, because I didn't want to really, pass him that way. And the yellow came out, so I was kind of stuck there in first place. And then on the
You were
restart, I
stuck
had to
there,
go.
huh?
Yeah, on the restart, I had to go for it. It was.
Of course.
Yeah, I had Williams behind me, and you had to go for it on the last lap. So.
Yeah,
Well, look,
that's a great accidental win.
yeah, way too accidentally fall into that. That was really well done. I mean, well, you have five now six top 10 finishes on this season. You've done a fantastic job. I mean, with the exception of Mark Walls, who have won these races, you're right there with them, bud. You got your win now, so you're easily keeping track with him, and especially with him missing this race. So, how do you think your chances are of battling back and competing for this championship?
I think it's going to be really tough to win the championship. Mark's just too good, but there are going to be nights like this where he doesn't win. And, we'll keep it close as we can. I think I'm probably in second place right now in points, but there's guys like D and Drew and Sean are right there, so it can flip back and forth, any which way each week.
Next week, you guys are in Texas. How do you think you'll run there?
I actually have pretty good luck at Texas, so I think I'll be in top five. I also know that Mark, it's his favorite track, so he's going to be tough to catch. He'll be the rabbit, and we'll all be chasing him.
Well, any last shout outs you want to give before we let you go here?
Just thanks to everybody that showed up tonight. We had almost 25 drivers. Um, shout out to our sponsors, Sim Stuff, Walls Beard Co., Sarge's Place, the Hungry Dragon, all those guys. It's great to have all those guys on board. Helps keep costs of running this series a little lower. And shout out to Sean. Really should have been his win.
All right. Well, there's your race winner, Wayne Hutchinson, the number one truck with Dog Bear Racing, and gonna hand it back over here to the mess.
All right. Well, yeah, I reckon y'all don't want to do final thoughts, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this on up. I mean, congratulations goes out to Wayne Hutchinson again for pulling it out of his hat right there. Like we said, next week we will be in Texas. Going to be a good race there. Going back to another cookie cutter after this little break in between Charlotte with Dover. Maybe Wayne Hutchinson can sit there and get a pair of 6-shooters to put in his Miles DeMonster trophy. But for Katie Reed, Tony Knuckles, and Cafe Hole working the cameras for us and doing an excellent job at doing it. My name is Weston Mess. We are OCTV. Thank you for watching, and we are gone.